Hi guys, it's so nice to have you join me for this 30-minute full body Yogalates class. So a yoga and Pilates fusion. We're going to be working the full body. You don't need any equipment, although if you do have some ankle weights and you feel to use those, feel free to grab those now and pop them on. So for the workout today, we really only need a mat. If you don't have one of those, you also don't need that. Just making sure that you stay hydrated. This full body workout is going to tone, sculpt every single muscle. We are getting all of the good things in the shortest possible time frame with all of the Yogalates with SJ workouts. So it is all about efficiency and getting stronger, fitter, all at home, free to you, wherever you are. Cool, so we're going to start by coming to a tabletop position, taking your time to arrive into tabletop. And then let's start in a child's pose. So bringing the big toes together, the knees out wide, starting to lengthen the arms forward and allow the forehead to come down onto the mat. Softening into the elbows, finding some deeper breaths here into the belly. And as you exhale, feeling the whole body melting down. And another deep breath in. And a full breath out. Cool. And then on your next inhale, just gazing up towards the hands, walking the hands over to the right side of the mat, and then melting back down. Finding a couple of deeper breaths here. Nice lengthening through that left side. Relaxing the shoulders. Inhale, gaze is up towards the hands. Exhale as you walk the hands over to the other side. And then lowering down. You can stack one hand on top of the other if it feels good. Just taking some time here to sit down toward those heels, feeling a nice lengthening through that whole right side of the body. Inhale, soft gaze up. Exhale, hands come back through center, lowering down onto the forearms. So keeping the pelvis where it is, and then we're starting to press up into a tabletop, and then exhale as you sit back towards the heels. Inhale, shifting the hips forward. Exhale, sitting back toward those heels. Inhale, shifting forward, dropping the pelvis down, shoulders away from the ears, opening that heart center up. Exhale, rounding the spine and sitting back toward the heels. Inhale, shifting forward, opening up here, maybe lifting the feet up as you bring the gaze up. Exhale, rounding the spine, chin to chest, sitting back toward those heels. Inhale, shifting forward, dropping the pelvis. Heart is open, lifting the feet. Exhale, rounding the spine, chin to chest, sitting back. Keeping this nice flow going for the spine, finding that nice openness here as you come forward. And that nice rounding of the spine as you sit back. Beautiful work. And then starting to walk the hands in. We're coming to a regular tabletop position here. Knees in line with the hips and the wrists are in line with the shoulders. Just flipping that left hand. We've got the fingertips pointing back towards the legs. And you are just taking a little stretch for the wrist here into that left side. And then bringing the fingertips out to the side of the mat. Maybe a little rock from side to side with the pelvis. Finding a nice stretch through the inside of the wrist. And then flipping the other hand. So we are switching sides. That right hand, top of that hand is on the mat. Maybe a rock from side to side. And then bringing the fingertips to face towards that right side of the mat. Keeping length through the back of the neck. Nice stretch here. Awesome. And then coming back through center, fingertips facing forward, sitting down towards the heels, and then inhale as you start to shift forward. Exhale, sitting back. Inhale, shifting forward. Exhale, rounding the spine, chin to chest, sitting back towards the heels. Inhale, coming forward. Exhale, rounding back. So it's kind of like a bit of a cat-cow in this moving, it's like a moving cat-cow shape. So we're finding that nice roundness into the spine as we sit back towards the heels. Maybe just taking a moment here and then coming to your tabletop position. We're going to reach the left arm long and release it down. Then bringing the right arm long, releasing it down. Inhale, lengthening the left arm and the right leg. Exhale, release it down, switching sides. Inhale, right arm, left leg goes long. Exhale, release it down, switching. Inhale, lengthening out. Exhale, releasing down, switch. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release it down. Keeping this going, finding length from fingertips all the way out the heel. Finding that long line. You've got a nice neutral with the head. Gaze is slightly forward, but you're gazing down, keeping the core engaged here. We're going to start to open it out to the side. So bringing the arm long, and you're going to bring the arm and the leg out to the side, and then back through center and releasing it down. So inhale, lengthening out. Exhale, opening out. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, releasing back to the start. Inhale, lengthening out. Exhale, opening out. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, releasing and switching. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, open. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, releasing down. Switching sides. Inhale, lengthening. Exhale, opening. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, release. Awesome. Keep this going, but I want you to keep everything nice and still and stable through the torso, the pelvis, navel to spine, finding that beautiful strong core, feeling lots and lots of length each time. Beautiful. Coming back through center, taking a break, maybe a little circle of the pelvis around. Let the head and neck go, finding a release here. So good, guys. All right, let's come up to our first downward facing dog. So starting to lift the hips up, drop the heels down, maybe a softness into the knees. Moving through the head and neck as much as you like here. Cleansing breaths in through the nose and out the nose or out the mouth. So good. Awesome. And then we're starting to drop the knees down, tabletop, and then inhale. Coming up, downward facing dog. Exhale, lowering the knees, tabletop, and then lifting the hips, dropping the heels, down dog. Inhale, shifting forward, tabletop. Exhale, coming back. Keep this going. So we are finding one breath in each posture. So as you inhale, starting to lift up, exhale, lowering down. Maybe hovering the knees this time. So you might keep the knees hovered in a hovering tabletop position. And then coming back into your downward facing dog. Making sure that you keep everything nice and in line. So your hips are in line with the knees in that tabletop position. Beautiful work. And take a break. Coming to your down dog. Maybe a little walk of the dog. Bending one knee, then the other. Maybe a twist from side to side. Lifting the hips up nice and high. Letting the head and neck go. Breathing in. And breathing out. Awesome. And then coming to stillness, dropping down. We're going to come to drop the pelvis down, open the heart center, lift the feet, and then you're rounding back, sitting back towards the heels. And then as you inhale, shifting forward again, exhale, rounding the spine, sitting back toward the heels. Inhale, coming forward, opening the heart, shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, rounding back, sitting back, lengthening the arms long. Beautiful work, really working into that spine. We're going to come down onto the belly. I want you to bring the arms out into a little cactus shape here. You're going to bring the feet about hip width or even slightly wider apart. The hands are down on the mat, spreading wide through those fingers. And we're starting to inhale, coming up, so pressing into the pubic bone, the top of the feet. As you bring your gaze up, heart center lifts. Exhale as you lower back down, forehead kisses the earth. I want you to imagine that you are trying to keep as little weight in the hands as possible. So you're really pressing into that pubic bone, the top of the feet as you come up, keeping the shoulder blades down and away from the ears, the shoulders away as well. So you're keeping everything nice and soft and relaxed, but we are really using that core and the back to bring you up here. Awesome. Releasing here. We're just going to start to do a little swimmer. So bringing the arms and legs long. You're hovering the forehead up off the mat and you're just alternating from side to side. So the left arm and right leg lifts and lowers down and you switch sides. So keeping this going, keeping that core engaged, breathing deeply in through the nose, out the mouth or out the nose, keeping it going, maybe going a little bit faster and breathing in, breathing out, keep it going, breathing in, breathing out, staying strong, breathing in, breathing out, lengthening through the back of the neck and exhale, release, coming down, forehead kisses the mat and letting everything release down. Bringing the feet out about mat width apart here. We're going to come to a seal. So you're bringing the hands forward and bringing them a little bit further forward and the fingertips slightly turned out. We're starting to lift up, so you can press into the hands as you lift up here, but keeping the shoulders away from the ears and then allowing softness into the elbows as you slowly lower the forehead back down onto the mat. Inhale, coming up, seal. Exhale, floating down, releasing, forehead comes down onto the mat. Inhale, coming up, seal, gazes straight forward. Exhale, releasing down. Inhale, seal. Exhale, releasing, softly melting back down, making sure that your face is directly forward so you're not lifting the chin up too high, not bringing any tension into the back of the neck. Awesome. Then bringing the hands next to the shoulders, pressing into those hands and shifting the hips back, coming all the way to a high kneeling position. Pelvis is neutral, shoulders are relaxed, bringing the arms down by your sides, palms facing forward. Inhale as you lengthen the arms up, looking up, exhale, floating the arms down, bringing the right hand down behind you as you lengthen the left arm up and over. Inhale, back through center, exhale, switching sides. Left arm comes down and right arm comes up. We're finding a nice openness through the heart center, shining that heart up towards the ceiling, keeping everything nice and square to the ceiling as you come back, finding that back bend. Inhale up through the center, exhale, switching over to the other side. Lifting the hips up, pressing those hips nice and forward as you find that back bend. Inhale up through center, exhale, switching over, opening out. This should feel really, really nice. Making sure you're keeping length through the low back here. So you're keeping the core softly engaged, lengthening up out of that low back. So we're not bringing any tension into the lower back, opening that heart up towards the ceiling each time. Shoulders away from the ears. Beautiful. And coming back through center. Let's come to a kneeling position with the left foot forward. And the right toes are tucked. So we're finding a kneeling position here, and then we're going to step that right foot up into a squat, and then we're stepping the right foot back again into that kneel. So just keeping this going, we're staying in kind of that lunge position the whole time, so you're not coming to lengthen or straighten the legs out at all. Staying in that lunge, you might even hover that back knee to make it even more challenging rather than bringing the knee all the way down each time. Keeping breathing here, core is engaged, pelvis is neutral. Great job. Awesome. Let's switch it over to the other side. So bringing the right foot forward this time, tucking those back toes. Cool. Finding length into the spine, finding that center here, and we're coming up, pressing up to that squat position and coming back. Keep this going. Nice and strong here, guys. This is really, really challenging. We are getting all of the good things. This is not a long workout, but it's going to get every single thing you need, and you're definitely going to get results. So it's all about efficiency. You're doing so well, breathing deeply, and amazing work. Coming back through center. All right, we're going to bring the feet out nice and wide to a sumo squat position. Toes turned out, heels turned in, and then we're just starting to lift the heels. So we're staying in kind of that little squat down, but you're only lifting them and lowering the heels. So both at the same time, trying to keep the knees to sort of stay in a neutral, so they're not really straightening out. Your legs are not straightening out. You're just coming up high onto the toes, and then you're sinking the heels back down as you sit back down. Awesome. Breathing, really drawing up into that pelvic floor. Amazing work. Bringing the hands together in prayer here, keeping the feet where they are. And then inhale as you lengthen the arms up. Exhale as you shift over to the left side, bending that left knee. Inhale back through center. Exhale, right knee bends. Shifting right. Inhale back through center. Exhale, shifting left. Keeping this going. So I really want you to bring each bent knee. So as the bent knee bends, just allowing it to be sort of opening out to the outside. So rather than rolling in, we really want to make sure that we're not rolling that knee inward. Also making sure that the knee is not going forward of the toes here. You're keeping length into the spine. You're squeezing into those inner thighs, as well as the pelvic floor is drawing up here. Also getting into the glutes, breathing in, breathing out. Got a bit of arm movement too here with this. So good. Keeping everything nice and relaxed. Cool. Coming back through center, and you're just dropping that right shoulder down and gazing over the left shoulder, and then switching sides. Left shoulder drops down, gazing over right. Pressing the hand into the inside of that knee or inner thigh, finding an openness through the hips. Great job. And back through center. We're just going to start to alternate here in that sumo squat, just bringing one heel up and drop it down and switching sides. So it's just an alternating from side to side, keeping your pelvis in a neutral position. You've got the tailbone lengthened down toward the mat. Head's in a neutral. Shoulders are relaxed. Working here. Getting into those calf muscles. Awesome. And release. Coming up, and we're doing a curtsy lunge. So we're starting to bring the leg back through center, and then coming back over to the other side. So alternating from side to side, keeping the hips square to the front of the mat. So the whole time we are keeping those hips nice and square, making sure that the front knee is not coming forward of the toes. So staying in a really nice upright position. And breathing in through the nose, exhale out. This is also really good for balance. I'm sure you're feeling it. I know I definitely am. Cool. Coming back through center, we're just going to start to bring the right knee up. You can bring your hands onto your waist, or you can hold onto a wall for this, maybe pressing your hands up against a wall or holding onto a chair for balance. Otherwise, just bringing your hands to your waist, and we are stepping those right toes back. Finding some support into that supporting leg, and then you're just going to start to lift and lower. So just a little pulse up and down here with that right glute. I want you to imagine that it's your glute and the back of the leg doing all of the work here. So it's not so much the lower leg. And then inhale, bringing the knee all the way forward. Exhale as you bring the leg back and continue on here, pulsing up and down. Not too much of a lift here. It's just a very small lift. We're not bringing any tension into that lower back, so keep that lengthened out. Using the glute, feeling strong. Inhale, bringing the knee all the way up. Exhale, it swings back and continues on. Lifting and lowering. Inhale. Exhale, core is engaged. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lifting the knee all the way up. Exhale, releasing the foot down. Great job. I don't know about you, but that definitely burnt. That was amazing. Awesome. Okay, so coming to the other side, we want to find that support through that right foot. You're stepping your left toes back. Feeling a soft bend into that right knee, so we're not locking the joints. We're starting to lift and lower through that left side. Keeping the hips nice and square, using the glute. Bring your mind to the muscle that we're working, or all the muscles we're working. You're really using that core to support here. Inhale, bringing the knee all the way up towards the chest. Exhale as you sweep it back. Continue on to do those little pulses. Keep it going, guys. So good. Should be so proud. These workouts are really challenging, but they're all about efficiency and being effective, getting you the results that you want. Inhale, lifting that knee up. Exhale, sweep it back. Keep it going. Nearly done here. Breathing in, breathing out. Use your breath. It really helps to breathe more deeply. Helps to send oxygen to the muscles we're working. Inhale, lifting the knee up. Exhale, releasing the foot down. So good, you guys. Take a break. Come to your forward fold. Letting everything go here. Just allowing the head and neck to go. You can have a softness into the knees if you like. Maybe taking opposite elbow with opposite hand. And the hips lift high towards the ceiling. Taking some nice cleansing breaths in through the nose. Maybe sighing them out the mouth. Anything that feels good. So good. Maybe bending and straightening the legs, finding even more of a release of the pelvis up towards the ceiling. Great job. You'll be happy to know that we are coming down onto our mat and we are taking off any ankle weights if you have them on. Otherwise, you can come all the way down onto your back here. So we're coming to the right side. You're going to start to reach the left arm long as you bring that top leg long, and forehead comes down onto the forearm. Inhale as you open out. Exhale as you come back down. And just keeping a few of these going. Finding an openness here of the heart towards the ceiling. And feeling a nice twist through the waist as you come back down. Feeling that length from fingertips all the way out the toes. Awesome work. Just taking a moment here to settle and just come to stillness in this shape. And then we're going to stay with the legs with this, so keeping your legs where they are. Just coming up onto the hands, gazing forward. So you've still got that nice twist here. Any movement that feels good, you might come down onto the forearms. And maybe letting the head and neck go, just pressing those shoulders towards the mat so that you're keeping the integrity there through the shoulders. Just letting the head and neck relax, breathing deeply here in through the nose, out the nose or out the mouth. Awesome. Coming to the other side when you're ready. So we're taking that nice twist here, bending that bottom leg as we lengthen the top leg long. You're reaching the right arm forward as the forehead comes down onto the forearm, and then inhale, opening the heart out and coming over. Just doing a couple of these in your own time, breathing deeply in as you open out, exhale as you soften down. And when you are ready, start to come up. So keeping the legs where they are, we're just going to come up onto the hands, allowing the torso to be facing towards the top end of the mat, maybe coming down onto the forearms, keeping a really, really nice length through that top leg, length through the back of the neck, allowing the head and neck to relax down. Belly is relaxed. So we start to come toward the end of the class today. Hope you've enjoyed this class. If you did enjoy it, you may like to check out the other classes on the channel. There's loads of other classes for you to do, and they are all full body. They're all so efficient at giving you all the good things in the shortest possible time frame. So it's an awesome program. Make sure you subscribe to the Yogalates with SJ channel for free workouts every Wednesday and Friday loaded to the channel. So we're going to come to shoelace here. You can cross one knee on top of the other and bring the feet in to either side of the hips, finding length into the spine, and we're just flowing from side to side as we find a nice lengthening through the side waist. Breathing in as you come up, exhale as you float over. Keeping those hips grounded down and then rolling the shoulders a few times. Letting everything go, relaxing here, jaw relaxed. Inhale, sweeping the arms up. Exhale as the hands come down through prayer. And you're hinging forward at the hips, starting to walk the hands out in front of you. And then releasing down into a nice fold. Deep breaths in through the nose. Full breaths all the way back out. Cool, and then coming back and switching to cross the other way. So bringing whatever knee was on the bottom, bringing that one to the top, and we're coming to that shoelace on this side, finding length into the spine and starting to bring the head around in a nice little circle. So any movement here into the head that feels good, maybe circling one way and then the other. Relaxing the shoulders down, relaxing the elbows, fingertips, wrists, and then let's find that little flow from side to side. So inhale as you lengthen up, exhale coming over, and coming to the other side. Finding either the eyes closed or a soft gaze. Feeling like you're just flowing freely from side to side, no restrictions. The pelvis is grounded down, holding you here, and the whole upper body is flowing. Cool, and then coming back through center, inhale as you start to hinge forward at the hips, exhale as you start to fold forward. Forehead comes down towards the knee. Just starting to find that awesome fold in this shape. Cool, and then when you're ready, just starting to slowly walk the hands back in as you find length back up into the spine here. Amazing, and we are going to come to a cross-legged position and start a little circle into the waist. So bringing the hands onto the top of the legs, keeping the pelvis grounded down so it's nice and still and steady. It's just the torso moving, maybe the head and neck goes, shoulders relaxed, elbows relaxed, moving through the waist, breathing deeply in, fully out. Awesome, maybe circling back the other way. Any kind of movement here that feels amazing. So good, you guys. And a little twist to finish. So just starting to bring the left hand to the outside of the right knee. Right fingertips come down onto the mat. Inhale as you lengthen the spine. Exhale, head comes back through center first. And switching to the other side. Right hand comes to the outside of the left knee, and inhale, lengthening up. Exhale as you unwind. Awesome, just a few arm sweeps to finish off. Inhale, reach, exhale, release. Inhale, reach, exhale, release. Inhale, sweep those arms, exhale, releasing, coming down. Inhale, reaching up, exhale, floating down. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have an amazing day. Namaste.